Greetings, friends. This is Ashtar. Nice to be with you again. Quite a bit of expectancy around this day, yes? So, I am honored to be with you. Honored that Lord Sananda has requested my input in your gathering to share my perspectives of your planetary transformation and evolution, my perspectives on your personal growth with regards to this. I would like to begin by sharing a bit of a historical perspective from my experience concerning your planet and what is occurring, the importance of this day, and that which will occur in future, perhaps. We have witnessed your world, this beautiful planet Earth, for many ages, many hundreds of thousands of years. Indeed, from your perspective, it has been a very long way to get to this point. From our perspective, time is rather less important. Nevertheless, even from my vantage point, I would say it has been a long journey for planet Earth. You find yourselves inhabiting one of the most interesting and challenging planets in this entire local universe. In fact, I would say at this point, it is the most interesting. Why do you think there are so many visitors here from abroad? The perspective of witnessing a planet experience a shift from darkness to light this dramatically is a rare occurrence. Yet the shift must take place, and is taking place. The nature of its intensity and rapidity is the reason for its drama, and the reason for your dramas. As you are being called to expand in your awareness and become the light beings that you are in a very short time. As this planet has been observed in its evolvement, my perspective historically, let us say, things proceeded along quite according to plan until that which you would refer to as the rebellion took place, and those caretakers, those administrators of your world and of several other worlds in this local universe chose to go their own way, chose to attempt to set up their own autonomous, sovereign planetary universe. For the purposes of time, you could say this was around 200,000 years ago that this took place. I have been here much longer than that. Not a gray hair on my head. How does he do it, ladies and gentlemen? He stays so young, and yet he works so hard. I will teach you my secrets if you have open ears as we grow. They are not secrets, they are cosmic laws and principles. They might seem like secrets to you, yet the secrets unfold. At the time of this rebellion, many beings within the ranks of the spiritual beings who were here to serve and within the ranks of the human beings that inhabited this planet made choices as to their alignment, whether they wish to follow, for lack of a better term, we will say the path of darkness, though it is not intended as a judgment, or the path of light being following the evolutionary spiral that has been in effect throughout this local universe and all universes for far longer than I am aware. Owing allegiance to the Creator, you could say, rather than to an individual manifestation of the Creator. So several of these individual manifestations of the Creator did not like the way things were and wanted to have more power for themselves, and in the guise of a platform of free will and freedom and liberation, in effect influenced many to their own enslavement. At the point of time when this occurred, there were several years in your time that went by while those of this planet made their choices, chose their alignment, and many, many chose to remain in honor of the Father and of the light. Many chose otherwise. As free will is the rule in the Creator's universes, it was not highest wisdom or decided to simply eradicate those of darkness, but to rather let their choices bear fruit, that they might choose and realize the folly of that path. So a certain time has been allowed for this. That time is now up. Nevertheless, the decision was made to sever the life circuits of this local system, the systems that did choose to fall under the sway of this rebellion, so that that rebellion would not spread to other innocent spheres. You could call it a quarantine, where the virus was let to run its course, where those who have chosen of their own free will as a learning experience to follow that path. For whatever reason, the reason is not known to me. I am assuming the masters and the being who created all may know why this has occurred. Over the course of this past 200,000 years or so, it has looked very dark for this planet's survival. It has at times been a close decision as to whether to allow it to self-destruct or to attempt by other means to influence a turning of the tide of consciousness. And through the course of this time, many have been granted the opportunity as volunteers to incarnate here. You are among them as light workers to assist in this process of holding and anchoring the light, that human beings might evolve to the point of choosing the higher path, choosing the path of immortality and freedom and light. This is the choice that is before humanity at this time. You have done your work in being here. You are doing your work in your awakening now. As Sananda has mentioned in blazing the pathway into higher dimensional manifestation in the ascension process, you are teaching others and offering that as an opportunity for them. There have been several waves of volunteers. Some of you have been here longer than others. It is not important how long you have been here. Some of you might feel a little weary at this point. Others of you might still be feeling rather energized and raring to go, as they say. This might be an indication of how long you have been here in this system, the system of Earth and this third and fourth dimensional manifestations. At the time when Lord Sananda, as Jesus of Nazareth, was upon this earth, it was what you might call a turning point and a great blessing for this world. And the doorway was opened to go on to the next step of the evolutionary ladder. Options were made available that were not available prior to that. Options were made available to all beings in bodies and out of bodies in this planetary system. At the departure of Sananda, at his ascension and afterwards, a dispensation was granted, a dispensation that was symbolized by the Pentecost, that is, the descent of the Holy Spirit into the hearts of all men and women of this sphere, and as an open doorway, an access by which human beings could have a deeper and deeper contact with Source, with that love. It was an energy and remains an energy of love, compassion, brotherhood. Selfless service. It is an energy that you carry within you as light workers to great effect. That bestowal experience, that manifestation of Sananda manifesting here, open the doorway for the preparation for this time that you find yourselves in so gloriously, a time which this day symbolizes a new dispensation, that of the Melchizedek energies, representing another 1/3 of the Trinity experience. We have been speaking for some time about spiritual empowerment and new energies coming through to you that will assist you in your strength and power and wisdom, your ability to actually manifest more spiritual power and clarity. I think the Melchizedek energies, as they have been called, relate and are directly a source of this empowerment for you. I am telling you this to open your hearts and just as a little bit of a perspective to help you to frame this experience in your consciousness, in your mind's eye. The way that these energies feel to you are unique, as you are a unique reflection of spirit, and that is holy and sacred to each of you. Let me say that the time that we have been waiting for, when the planet will attain its spiritualization, its ascension, is now well underway. These energies that come through at this time are as a very powerful dispensation from the source of this universe. And it is our hope that after this experience and in the days and weeks and months and years and whatever time you have left here as light workers in your bodies, that you will have an easier time of it. That your ability to remember who you are and to act from that point and to manifest and to channel spiritual presence and grace will be enhanced greatly. So there is my little historical discourse for you, all done without a blackboard. Don't be alarmed if you can't remember it. It is just a factual presentation. You have each had your own unique history within the history that I have given. You have your own unique sources. The Ashtar Command and the angelic hosts, the Melchizedek order, and the many, many other orders of beings are here fulfilling many and varied duties, and you all have your own unique points of origin. In spirit, all is one. Let me say there is great joy this day. So, I would like to serve you in any way that I can this day. If you have questions, you may ask me. I have some time yet to remain with you, so I will serve in whatever way I can to assist you. You may ask your questions if you have them at this point.
Ashtar, Ashtar, can you give us some more specifics on what will be happening on the inner and the outer in the near future?
On the inner, you will be receiving, as you are now, greater and greater infusions of spiritual presence from Source. You could say that before you may have been firing on 5 of 8 cylinders, now you will be up to 6 or perhaps 7 cylinders. And this energy will affect you in whatever way it affects you. Each of you are unique. And it will be as an opportunity for you, as we have said, to attain to more self-mastery and to actually, in a very real and dynamic way, feel yourself as a master, feel where you are a powerful being, feel where you are a channel of light, and to allow this energy to come through you in your meditations, channelings, and also in your everyday lives. You will be feeling more of a connection with your individual higher self and your guide, your guidance, more messages perhaps, once the dust has settled at least. This activation has kicked up a lot of dust, so it is emotional dust mostly. It will be blown away like fairy dust, and the dust that has been on your eyelids will be cleared away so that you might see more clearly. Another internal and external manifestation will be your ability to manifest more strongly, more courageously, more fearlessly that which you desire to achieve, that which comes to you as guidance and feelings from your spirit will be more easily manifested into the third dimension of manifestation. On the outer, you could say, the outer relating to planet Earth experience, there will be apparent confusion, chaos, and perhaps an increase in the purifications of the planetary body known as Earth changes. A great deal of this can be lessened by your active participation, as it has been in the past. So, when you channel a great deal of light through a system, the system is polarized and purified. The darkness becomes more contracted, the light becomes more expanded and brilliant. So those who are aligned with the light will become more brilliant and glowing. Those who are aligned with the darkness will become more contracted and have a more difficult time. And that goes for systems on the planet, economic systems, governmental systems. It goes for the systems within your bodies, your own emotional systems, where there are remnants of limitation you have absorbed in belief systems from previous incarnations or this lifetime. These will be cleared away more dramatically and more intensely also.
May I ask Brian a question? It's been taking place the last 3 months. When I run, when I first started being conscious of it, when I run to get my mail, every footstep I have a surge of golden white light that comes out of my feet with every step. And at first it just was like in maybe the United States I could feel. Now it's like I'm a giant when I'm running, and the globe is, the earth is small, and now it goes to the other side of the earth, and it goes in all the veins. Is there something I should be doing now? It's anytime I run now, it's not just, is there something I should be focusing on or thinking or doing when this takes place? Or what is this?
It sounds wonderful to me. I would say it is times you are. This is a way that Spirit is using to contact you and tell you that you are not an ordinary person, and you don't have to act like one.
Just keep focusing when it's
Yes, perhaps you could. Do you meditate in your life? Very good. You can practice in your meditations, bringing it through your body also into the earth. And it is not so much that you have to control Spirit, but be open to Spirit coming through you. So just be open and spontaneously witness the way that you serve. You don't have In the beginning of a planet Earth experience, beings were much more spiritualized, much more in alignment with Spirit. And even those beings who were mortal had a very long lifespan. The darkness and chaos and confusion have interpenetrated the earth to the extent where human beings have accepted and recently a very short lifespan, though this is turning around, as you can witness. Many of those of longer years are now appearing younger and can live quite a bit longer than their predecessors. So you could say that a grace of Spirit has the effect of increasing longevity and health in general.
Sort of wonder which is coming first, transition or ascension.
That remains to be seen, doesn't it?
It sure does. Thank you.
I would say you have nothing to fear or nothing to lose either way. If you experience your transition before your translation, you can spend a little bit of time in heaven with many, many other masters who are waiting for the ascension. If you are here in body, you can go direct.
Ashtar, I have a two-part question. My wife and I have been told that I am from the blue planet, and she is from the red planet. One of the questions is, which planet is the blue planet? Which one is the red planet? Secondly, we were also told that in past incarnations we've been married 23 times, and I'd like to know if we are true twin flames.
There are many blue planets and many red planets. It is not important how many times you have been married. What is important is that you access within yourself your spiritual truth and manifest. You are kindred souls, soulmates. I will not tell you if you are twin flames. That is something that comes from an internal awareness. Many of those psychic readings and this type of thing will give you very specific information, most of which is wrong. So do not be overly attached to this information. You will not learn who you are by figuring out the name of your home planet or by knowing how many times you have been together, this sort of thing. You will learn who you are by Spirit coming through you and demonstrating who you are, and you will receive your cosmic identities as an experience rather than as a concept. So, give yourself to Spirit and don't be attached to information and facts. Facts are not truth, you know. Truth cannot be spoken.
Ashtar, are we going to have more interaction with the ship?
Would you like more?
Yes.
And so shall it be. You are going to have the ability to access that which you desire more. Some of you have a longing to be more aware of your interaction with us, of the Ashtar Command. Some of you might have a longing to be more connected and aware of your interaction with the angelic host, with the Melchizedek order, or other, many, many other orders of beings. So, to those of you who are directly affiliated with the Ashtar Command, of which there are many in this room, I say you will have a less veiling of your experience. It is a matter of being patient and allowing that which is highest wisdom to occur. It is possible for you to have too much of an experience too soon if you were not guarded and protected. That would be detrimental to your growth. So as it was said in the outset, the veils are being removed as quickly as each of you individually can possibly withstand.